Ein herzliches Willkommen zurück zu Killer Frequency. Wir müssen jetzt gerade eben hier mit Peggy sprechen und uns darüber unterhalten, was jetzt wahrscheinlich als nächstes gemacht wird. Ich glaube, den Raum hier kann ich nicht verlassen, oder? Doch, ich kann eine Pause machen. Okay. Bevor wir jetzt nämlich irgendwie was mit Peggy besprechen, ich meine, schaut mal auf die Zeit. Es ist 3 Stunden 50. Um das Achievement zu bekommen, müsste ich das Spiel in 10 Minuten durchspielen. Das kann ich jetzt schon sagen, wird nicht funktionieren, weil, ja, wir sind ja noch nicht mal am Ende. Es gibt jedoch eine Sache, die ich gern machen würde. Und zwar gibt es ein Achievement, was ich gleich mal abschließen könnte. Kein Bock, das in dem Speedrun zu machen, weil das ist, ja, relativ verwirrend. Ich glaube, das müsste... Hier, den hier brauche ich. So, und jetzt muss ich den Kopf hier in den Kühlschrank stellen. Zumindest glaube ich, dass das sein müsste. Ich finde den Keller immer noch ziemlich creepy. Muss ich zugeben. Ah, nee. Küche ist woanders. Entschuldigung. Küche ist hier. So. Ja, okay. Habe ich gemacht. Also, falls ihr das Achievement bekommen wollt auf Steam, dann Kopf in den Kühlschrank packen. Dann bekommt ihr den. Finde ich zwar jetzt relativ dumm. Ich meine, wer kommt auf so einen Blödsinn? Woher soll ich das wissen? Im Vorhinein, dass man das so erreichen kann. Aber ja, ist auch egal. Machen wir weiter.
Let's roll.
You got it. We've got another call coming through, too.
Okay.
Welcome back to 189.16.
Gleich der
The
nächste Anruf.
Stream. I believe we have another caller on the line. How are you tonight, caller?
Forrest, man. Hey, it's Roller Ricky.
Hey.
Good to hear from you again. How you holding up after everything? Is Maxie okay?
Maxie is a little fighter, man. I just know he's gonna pull through.
Oh.
I think our roller show might be canceled tomorrow, though.
Oh.
I'm sorry again about how that went.
Is there anything else we can help you with, Ricky?
Actually, I think I have some info that might help you.
Echt?
Oh? What's that?
Sehr schön.
See, man, me and Jason know each other.
Okay.
You know each other?
Yeah, we went to Gallows High and played on the football team together.
Aha.
He was a gnarly offensive linesman, and I was our star wide receiver.
Okay.
Runner Ricky, they called me.
All right, and what does that have to do with tonight?
Well, because George, the guy who drowned, he was on our team too.
Keep talking. What happened?
We had our first team party on the night he drowned. He seemed like such a good dude.
Ricky, were you there when George drowned?
No, man. Once the party turned, I beat feet out of there. Man, I remember George and his girl there. There was a whole lot of love, man. I could see it, you know?
Ricky, listen, this is very important. I need to know everything about her.
I didn't really know her before, or see her after that.
Okay.
I never even got her name, man. I just remember he called her Bean.
Then what did she look like? Please, tell us anything you remember.
I just remember a pretty girl, man. I'm sorry.
Ricky, you said the party didn't last long. What happened?
Seltsam.
We were just having a good time, and then the next thing I knew, everyone was running for their life. I looked up and saw a goddamn whistling man in the trees.
Okay.
And I never ran so fast in my life. I ran straight home. Didn't know about George until next morning at school.
I'm guessing it was whistling night, wasn't it? That the whistling man was just another kid.
Yeah. I don't know how George died, but I always felt like if anyone deserved to die that night, it should have been me. And
Ricky, it wasn't your fault. you're not a bad person.
I know that now, man. Took
Das
a long
ist
time to learn,
krass.
but
Krass, wie die Story hier
Yeah.
so verzwickt
just
ist.
thought I'd tell you all what I know.
Ja, vielen
Thank
Dank
you,
nochmal.
Ricky.
This helps. Thank you.
You got it, man. Anyway, I think it's time for me and Maxie to free up your phone lines.
Night, Ricky. All right, folks. Looks like we got a new lead in the case. If anyone has any info about this mysterious being, please call in.
If she was George's girlfriend back
Mr.
then,
Bean.
she's probably in her mid to late 30s now. Huh. Oh, we have another call coming in. But hang on.
Warte. Was
What's
los?
up, Peggy?
Hey. Was ist los?
Peggy?
You're gonna want to take this call off the air.
Who is it?
Just do it.
All right, folks, it's time for another track. Here's one to help you sit back and relax.
Einfach
I'll be
irgendjemanden.
right back after this.
Nimm mir den da. Brauche ich nicht.
I hope this is good news, Peggy. Who have we got?
Find out for yourself on line 1.
Ist es Leslie?
Hello?
Forrest, I'm glad I got back.
Ah,
to you.
Leslie.
Sounds like it's been a busy night, huh?
Surprise! It's Leslie, our 911 operator.
Ah, sehr gut.
Leading the charge from Henderson to come save us. It's so good to hear from you. Are you okay?
We're doing okay. Sarah and I are both happy to be headed back home.
We're happy to have you too. Wait, Sarah?
Oh, yeah, I mean Deputy Martinez. Anyway, we got back into radio range a little while ago. We've been listening in, but haven't been able to get through until
Für die
now.
Polizeisirenen sogar.
It's been non-stop since you left. Please tell us you're bringing help.
You bet.
Ah, sehr schön.
I'm leading a whole goddamn squad towards Gallows Creek as we speak.
Nice.
Turns out somebody had cut the phone lines. They had no idea what was happening.
That's great news.
Alles einfach geplant.
That's crazy about the phone lines, though. Do you think the whistling man cut them?
I'm guessing so. I don't know how the whistling man did it. But that doesn't matter right now. Listen, we're coming in hot, but we need your help. I
Okay.
know Gallows Creek isn't a big town, but if we don't know where the whistling man is, we can't get him. Her. That's where you come in.
You can
Was
count
brauchen
on
wir?
us. What do you need?
It might be a long shot, but here goes. The whistling man already called up a few times. I bet she calls again. We're still a little ways out of town, so if she calls, stall her. Buy as much time as you can for us to get in. And while you're talking to her, try to figure out
Warte mal
where she
kurz.
is. We'll be listening in, so once her location is known, we'll head straight there and end this nightmare.
I'll do my best.
I know
Eine Frage habe ich.
Heck, I can see the headlines now. Forrest Nash's interview of a lifetime. Anyway, I'll radio the other cars and
Ich
tell
glaube
them
nicht,
the
dass
plan
es...
is a go.
Nee, das wird nichts helfen.
Hopefully the next time I see you, it'll be with our killer behind bars. Take care now.
We'll see you
Du
soon,
möchtest den
Leslie.
Killer einsperren.
Oh, thank God. It sounds like this is
Ich würde ihn
almost
lieber
over.
gleich
We're
erschießen.
nearly through this.
I hope you're right. The sooner this is over, the better.
I am right. Trust me.
Okay, ich vertraue dir.
Anyway, we should get you back on air.
Bin ich.
Taking
Ich bin bereit.
callers is the only way to see this through. Time to turn the music off.
Ja.
Bringing you back live now.
Welcome back to The Scream with me, Forrest Nash. The line is lit up, but before I get to our next caller, I just want to say, things are looking up. It's almost over. But for now, let's bring in our next caller.
Ich hab doch gerade schon gedrückt, hä?
Evening, caller. This is Forrest Nash.
Hello, Forrest. This is John Hedges. I'm here with Casey.
Okay.
Want to give you an update on Jason.
Ja.
John, is he going to be okay?
He's a fighter.
Ah.
He'll be fine. We've got him stabilized and resting in a bed.
Gut.
We're preparing to move him to the hospital.
Thank you so much. If you hadn't been there, then... God, I don't even want to think about what would have happened.
Of course, Casey. We're just happy he's okay.
Sehr schön.
John, Casey, you two did all the work. Tell Jason to get well soon from us. whenever he's up for it.
Well, why don't you tell him yourself?
Is this Forrest?
Jason, we meet at last.
It's good to hear you, Jason. How are you?
Oh, well, you know. I've got a hole in my stomach, and there's a knife in my leg, but John gave me something to take the edge off. So, I might feel even better than either of you.
Nicht übertreiben, okay? Ganz ruhig.
Take it easy until you get to St. Gabriel's.
I will. But, before that, I needed to call you.
Okay.
I'm guessing the whistling man is still out there?
Ja.
Yep. As far as we know, anyway.
I was worried you'd say that. God damn it.
Actually, I'm glad you called. I wanted to talk to you about what happened earlier.
Go for it.
We spoke to Roller Ricky not long after you were attacked.
You spoke to Ricky? Is he alright?
He is now. I mean, he was attacked earlier, but this call came after.
Hey, guys, I'm really sorry, but there's a call on the other line. I just need to make sure we don't have another situation brewing. You fill Jason in on what happened. I'll be right back.
Sure, Peggy. Sorry, Jason.
Okay.
Where was I? Ah, yep. Ricky's fine. You don't need to worry about him.
That's a relief.
He told us about George.
Sounds like everything's finally coming out now.
Hm.
It's been tough to hold it all in.
Sounds like you've been holding back about something awful, Jason.
Schieß los, komm, wir brauchen
I'm part
Informationen.
of the reason my best friend is dead, Forrest. And the few who knew about it said if I ever said anything, I'd find myself in jail. For a long time. It was
Warum?
hell. And then the town just moved on. Like it never existed.
What happened that night?
I went along with the stupid prank, that's what. Whistling night. Some of the guys on the football team had an idea for a way we could haze the newcomers. We decided to plan a party in the woods and have the whistling man crash it. It was stupid. We each had a role. I was the stabbed friend. At the party that night, I left the group for a second. Met our whistling man. Pretended to get stabbed in front of everyone. Started an almighty panic. Those screams.
Mhm.
That was the last time I saw or heard George alive.
How did George die, Jason?
I don't know. I was playing dead. But when I heard her scream,
Ricky mentioned a girl named Bean. Is that who you mean?
Bean. Oh yeah. I guess George did call her that. Yeah. He called her Bean.
Mhm.
I heard her again tonight, Forrest. Her name was...
What? What happened? Are we still on air?
Ich höre dich nicht
How do we
richtig.
get it back on?
Du willst endlich, dass ich in den Keller gehe.
An emergency broadcast?
Was?
Fair point.
It's in the storage area, in the far back corner, up on the wall. You might have spotted it earlier when you were
Vielleicht.
digging around for all those tapes. It'll have a big red button. Just press that.
Aha,
I'll see you when you're back.
aha, okay. Alles klar. Irgendwas passiert doch noch. Irgendwas passiert doch noch. Also ist doch nicht die Jenny. M. Killer. Ich weiß, du hast die Power ausgeschaltet. Ich weiß es. Weiß jetzt nicht. Die kommt. Junge, der kann doch hier einfach rein dann. Ich bin jetzt weg. Und jetzt kann er rein.
Far back corner. Why is this station so big?
Telefon, maybe? Hier? Nein? Ganz da hinten.
That must be it.
Okay. Und jetzt? Kann ich irgendwas drücken?
We've got power.
Oh.
The whistling man. I need to warn Peggy.
Ich muss doch irgendwas sagen können. Wie kann ich was sagen? Bitte töte mich nicht. Bitte kommt kein Jumpscare. Ich bin nicht bereit dafür. Ich will nicht sterben.
Peggy, are you there? Are you... Peggy! I need to get back upstairs.
Ich will aber nicht. Mann, ich will nicht. Sie ist hier drin. Ja, sie ist hier drin.
What the hell?
Was? Was? Was war das? Scheiße, 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 scheiße. Schneller. Schneller. Sie ist hier. Sie ist hier, Peggy.
Oh no. Peggy! Where'd you go? What the... No way. This can't be happening.
Was willst du, was ich anmache?
A call.
Was willst du von mir? Also hier.
What do you want?
Good to talk to you again, Forrest. You know, I've really enjoyed our chats tonight.
I guess we've had some moments. My favorite was when Ricky ran you out of the rink.
Ha! You sure did get me then, Forrest.
Where's Peggy?
Have some patience, Forrest. It's almost the end of the night. Almost the end of the show. But it's not over just yet. Got a little time still. So let's make the most of it.
What do you mean? Make the most of it how?
Well... I thought we'd end tonight's Whistling Man special with a special guest. The one who started it all. Let me take that out of your mouth and...
You crazy bitch! Let me go!
Welcome to the air, Mr. Teddy Gallows Jr.
Hä?
Wait.
It's all gonna come out tonight, Teddy. Your daddy and his money saved you 20
Du bist
years
doch nur eine
ago.
Figur?
But even if you crawled out of his coffin with all the money in the world,
Wait. Where the hell is Teddy? How are you talking to him if you're here with me?
because I'm not there with you, Forrest. I'm here with Teddy. And if he says where that is, well, he knows he'll get it.
I can see you. You're standing right in front of me.
Oh, I get it. You're wondering who's there at the station with you. Forrest Nash, let me introduce you and all of Gallows Creek to my boy, Henry Barrow.
Hi, Henry. Nice to meet you.
mind him. He's just shy.
So there were 2 whistling men tonight. Of course. That explains how you were always able to get around town so quickly. And that's how you escaped the secret archives in the newspaper office.
Don't think I've forgotten about that, Forrest. Locking my sweet boy away like an animal.
And Murphy, he was right, wasn't he? He did fight a man.
He did. I taught my boy to never run away from a fight.
Hang on. Did you say Barrow? Then are you?
Let me just get this mask off. Damn uncomfortable thing. No wonder Mooney went crazy wearing this. There we go.
Marie Campbell?
Hmm?
George's old girl. Oh, well, it sure has been years since I last saw. Oh, God damn it.
I'd be quiet if I were you, Teddy.
But
I'd listen to Forrest. Everyone's gonna know now what Teddy did.
Was hat er denn gemacht?
George that night. This night. 20 years ago.
listen to me.
You're gonna talk when I talk to you, and not a moment before. Meanwhile, Forrest, I'm gonna give you the chance to talk. You're gonna help me reveal what really happened to George all those years ago.
Okay, Marie. I'll do it.
Good. Then let's talk about the night George was murdered.
Murdered? Listen,
Du fängst gleich eine.
I said you speak when you're spoken to. Now, I know you've done some good work tonight, piecing together what happened to George 20 years ago, and that's why I want you to interview us.
If you say so. I'm not really in a position to argue.
I'm happy we have your cooperation. Do a good job. And hell, you might be the only one to leave here alive.
Ach du Heilige.
I need to drag this out. If I can buy Leslie time to get back to Gallows Creek, and if I can find out where Marie is, then this can end. Teddy, we'll start with you. Just, talk me through what happened that night. How did it start?
how would I know? It was 20 years ago.
Do you want to die, Teddy? Because if you don't start talking...
Ow. What the hell? God damn it. Okay. Our first team party was coming up. And when I saw the date it was scheduled for, I had an idea for a way we could prank the new guys.
I understand that kids in Gallows Creek know tonight as Whistling Night. I'm guessing that's what you mean?
Well, we didn't have a name for it then. It was just the night that Mooney went missing. But Whistling Night is what they'd call it later.
Wait. You mean this was the first Whistling Night?
Keep talking, Teddy.
We went up near Whistling Point. God, who was there? Me, Jason, and George, of course. But George didn't come alone. He brought Marie.
And Roller Ricky. He was there too, wasn't he?
Yes, Ricky was there too. Runner Ricky, our wide receiver. I helped him off the bottle, you know. Because I'm a decent man.
Is that so?
Yes, it is. He came apart one day. Some people do. He had some issues. Wasn't stable. I didn't want him to hurt his chances in life. So, I helped him keep himself together.
You were afraid he would talk about that night, weren't you?
keep talking.
About midway through the night, we put the prank into action.
We looked up at the trees and saw Jason there, bloody, like he'd just been stabbed. And the whistling man, screaming. George and I and Ricky, we got left behind. But Ricky was in on it too. I know he was. He and Teddy were as close as anybody. Teddy must have told him the plan.
Did you ask Ricky if he knew or not?
I didn't see any reason to. Why?
Because Ricky phoned up earlier. He didn't know anything about it, Marie.
What?
He had no idea what was happening. He said he was as terrified as anybody. Isn't that right, Teddy? You didn't tell him, did you?
Ricky never could keep his mouth shut. If we told him, he would have given everything away.
But he... well... It doesn't matter. He didn't run his mouth enough to tell anybody about it afterwards. He's still guilty.
It was just a stupid prank.
How can you still say it was just a prank?
Oh, come on. Oh, God damn it.
You made George think Jason had been murdered. He thought his best friend was dead.
And so tonight you stabbed him for real?
It's the role he wanted to play.
Jason's still alive, Marie. He was with a friend. We talked her through how to stop the bleeding and got him professional help just in time.
Oh. Well, shame he didn't have the good sense to die earlier. He's gonna regret that. Enough about him. Me and George took off running, but somehow we got separated in the
Haben wir es
woods.
jetzt langsam mal.
I ended up near the bottom of Whistling Point, and when I noticed George wasn't with me, I panicked. And then, I don't know how he snuck up on me, but the whistling man grabs me. I scream, and he starts laughing, telling me it's just a joke.
I can stall for time here.
Ja, nee. Wir nähern uns wirklich dem Ende. Ja, ich beende den Part aber hier an dieser Stelle. Ich weiß, es ist gerade wirklich super spannend. Und ja, wir haben den Killer direkt hier in der Station. Hey, aber ich hab's gesagt. Ich hab gesagt, dass noch irgendwas passiert. Und voilà. Die waren drin. Ne? Naja. Ja. Dann sehen wir im nächsten Part, ob es bis dahin vorbei ist. Ich hoffe es. Aber gut, wenn ich jetzt hier sehe auf die Zeit, ich glaube, das könnte ich in einem Stream schaffen. Den Speedrun. Nachdem ich jetzt einiges weiß, wie die Aufgaben sind, was die Rätsel so sind, welche Lösungen für die Rätsel vorliegen, könnten wir das sogar in unter 4 Stunden schaffen. Dann könnte ich einen Stream machen, wo ich sage, okay, spiele ich das Spiel nochmal durch. Und einen weiteren Stream wird es auf jeden Fall geben. Das heißt, ich werde das Spiel nochmal durchspielen. Mit allen Optionen, wo wir jeden sterben lassen. Alle. Sollen alle sterben. Machen wir aber zuletzt, weil das ist ja wirklich so eine Art Worst Case. Aber ja. Gut, dann war es auch mit dieser Folge zu Killer Frequency. So langsam ergibt die Story echt einen Sinn. Also ich muss sagen, von der Story her echt gut. Echt gut gemacht. Es ist teilweise verwirrend und ja, ich glaube, ein negativer Punkt ist allgemein das Spiel halt hauptsächlich auf, oder was ist hauptsächlich, es ist auf Englisch. Ich meine, es ist für mich kein großes Problem. Die meisten Sachen verstehe ich, aber es könnte besonders für einige nervig sein, die halt eben nicht alles nachvollziehen können. Ich kann das aber auch nicht für die ganzen Texte, die da labern, eine Übersetzung reinhauen, weil wie soll ich das anstellen? ich kann auch nicht nebenbei reden, weil das hört sich auch einfach scheiße an, wenn ich das da versuche zu übersetzen. Das ist halt ein negativer Punkt, aber ich muss sagen, für das ist das Spiel echt gut aufgebaut. Und es ist unterhaltsam. Es ist unterhaltsam. Für das es nicht viel gekostet hat, ist es echt nicht schlecht. Kann man nicht sagen. Aber ja. Ich verabschiede mich. Wir sehen uns im nächsten Part, hoffe ich. Bis dahin, macht's gut und Servus.